So the topic of discussion today deals with obesity and something that I feel has been overlooked. Okay, so there are a vast array of comorbidities that accompany obesity, and one in particular I feel just kind of gets pushed to the side, and this deals with stress. So when people are stressed, whether it be from your family life, your love life, whether you're competing and dieting or whatever it is, this increases the production of cortisol. And cortisol is a hormone that has many physiological effects within the body. And it deals with like your glucose and lipid metabolism, which is basically your sugar and your fat metabolism. It deals with anti-inflammatory responses. It deals with your overall body composition and water retention. And these are just to say a few. So when you have these cortisol levels and they're elevated for prolonged periods of time, you have this axis called the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis that becomes activated, okay? And this, when it's activated, especially for long periods of time, has been linked to the development of obesity. So this hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, it's activated through the exposure of physiological and psychological stressors. And when it's activated, it releases this hormone called cortisol. So if you have chronic stress levels, see all these stressors coming in, you're going to have chronic levels of elevated cortisol within your body. And this will promote fat accumulation. It doesn't even deal with just the cortisol levels. Think about when you get stressed out, what do you usually eat? You go for these very palatable, which means tasteful foods that are usually very calorically dense, which means that they're very, very heavy in calories. So not only are you having the elevated levels of cortisol, but you're adding in these extra calories on top of that. And that's just a recipe for fat accumulation. So the point that I'm trying to get across here is this. Lingering elevated levels of cortisol is associated with obesity over time. And if you want, the studies that I've read to kind of prove this or to support these claims, just DM me and I'll send you over the links. That's fine with me. But what you need to do is when you feel stressed out, you got to find ways that you just relax, man. Whether it's breathing, exercising, going for a walk, meditating. I love to go on YouTube and search up funny animal videos because it makes me laugh and it makes me feel good. I like when dogs get scared over stupid shit. I don't know. That's just me. But the thing is you just need to relax, bring down those levels of cortisol. You don't need that excess cortisol up there, elevated. Especially if you're a competitor. So if you are a competitor and you're getting your contest prep and you're stressing out over every little thing, like how many grams of oats you need to have, if you need to hit 27 minutes of cardio today and you missed it because you only got 24 in, or if you were supposed to have a meal at 3 o'clock and it got pushed to 3:45 because life got in the way, if you're stressing out over these things, you're increasing your cortisol levels in your body, which can kind of blur all those hard, nice lines that you work so hard to get by losing the body fat. So let's just breathe, trust the process, and most of all, trust yourself because you did it this far. Don't stress out. And that's just mainly for my competitors here, especially if you have a competition coming up. Other than that, everybody else, relax, breathe. If you feel stressed out, take a minute to yourself. If you want to get into meditation, it's a great thing to do. Clears the mind. And just breathe. Just breathe.